welcome back. I'm glad you guys decided to click and like and subscribe and continue to check this out as I keep progressing with this channel and with this journey that I love so much, by the way. So anyways, let's just get right to it. So today we're going to talk about weight and weight loss and what I have been going through and what I plan on keep on going through and with my journey as I'm trying to lose weight. It is no secret that I am plus size. Have not been like that forever. I grew up in my young adult years, and in my teenage to young adult years, I was a smaller size, more athletic. I did at one time play basketball and ran track and all that in middle school, and I just kept that athletic figure. As time went on, I got into my 30s, into my 40s. I definitely have been gaining weight, been gaining momentum, if that's what we want to call it. But no, really, seriously, I have been dealing with what a lot of people have been dealing with, what a lot of women have been dealing with when they get into more advanced age or more mature age, is not just gaining the weight, but the difficulties of losing it. Now, I know that there are plenty of weight loss medications and surgeries, procedures that are out now that really do help with that. I have tried some of the medications, and I do know of people who needed what we call the bariatric procedures to help them with their weight loss journey. I am not knocking any of those. I totally agree with all the above if that's what you actually need. With me, I am trying to figure out the chemistry of my body. As I have gotten older, I have noticed a change in my digestive tract. The way I have been gaining weight, meaning like where I have been gaining weight the most, and how I actually have been successful with weight loss. What was the process? What helped get the weight off? The issue is that I keep gaining it back and gaining more and more back. So we're going to just get right into it. The top 3 things that I'm going to do with this journey of losing weight. So here we go. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to my beautiful channel of 1 video so far, or 2, or whatever is out there right now. But it's going to grow, trust me, because I'm loving what I'm doing. It's going to get better. And thank you guys that are already supporting me and enjoying my content. And there is more to come. So like I said, like this video and subscribe to this channel if you haven't already. So number 1 of the 3 things that I am going to try to do to lose weight, because I'm not going to sit there and say I'm doing it. Let's just be real and realistic. You know, when you put a promise on something, it's greater chance of you not doing it. So Val ain't doing that. So number 1 is to de-stress. To zen out, to cut out the stress. If you're going to get on my nerve, I'm cutting you off. If it is not for me, I'm cutting it off. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm already doing that. Like, that is no issue. If there's someone or something that's not agreeing with my path, my journey, and is ruffling up my feathers and my inner peace, them or it has to go. And I ain't got no problems at all. The only one I'm going to keep up under me and up under my belt is my child. I'm not cutting that off. I'll just get him right. But other than that, and I strongly encourage that you do not have to be around negativity or things that don't agree with you or people that don't align with you, and it's constantly this, and there's no peace treaty or no coming to an agreement, no agreeing to disagree kind of thing, and just being bygones. If it's still disruptive to your life, cut it out. Bye. Bye. Bye, wig. You know, that kind of stuff. Gone. So, another thing to help me de-stress is work-related stress. Trying my best to change it. Now, the way the economy is going, a lot of us cannot just give up our jobs or change our jobs that easily, regardless if it's causing stress or not. And that is unfortunate. And I do pray for those that have to go through that. But for me, this registered nurse of 10 years or however long I've been doing it, in the healthcare game for 20 something years and got a lot of experience. I have a lot of avenues and I have to stop being scared to take them. One thing that I decided to do with work-related stress is if the money don't equal up to the work, we're going to have to change the work. And what I'm going and that's in the works too, and that's on another video. But not everything is immediate. You know, you can't just snap your fingers and things voila change. There is a process, you know, like for instance, sometimes you have to get more education or certifications. You have to get out there and apply and interview constantly until someone bites. You have to do your research to make sure you doing the right thing with the change when it comes to work, because that is your bread and butter. And that is what's going on with me right now. Other thing to help me de-stress is to self-care, to do self-care. I love massages. I love to go to a spa and to just really utilize the spa environment and just like zen out. I haven't gotten a facial yet. I have very sensitive skin. I think this go around, when I get back into my self-care to help me de-stress, to help me lose weight, I think I'm gonna try facials. There's so many different kinds out there, and that's a whole nother video too. So, but we're gonna try that, and I might just put that in some content too, how the facials work for Val. But okay, other way to de-stress I'm going to do, and what I already do, and I just love it, it's the best thing ever, is reading. I love reading. I do read fiction, but I love nonfiction, history type novels. I just love my people. I love all people, don't get me wrong. This ain't that. But when it comes to the culture of Black history and my bloodline, and just to learn, you know, how that my ancestors get from here to there. A lot of times, a lot of us have to actually learn that through books, like through novels and through documentaries and things of that nature. So the de-stressing thing for me is to read about us, you know, and it's a learning experience. But also too, I don't know, it's just like a calming thing for me. I love to read. One other thing that I like to do to de-stress is to meditate and pray. Not everyone believes in a higher power, or it's a different type of higher power than what I believe in. I am not one to judge. I am not one to, you know, point the finger. I don't do that. I personally am a woman of God. I do pray for not just myself, but for my family and others. I actually do pray for my patients that I take care of. But also too, I have that time. I like to spend that time with God. And when I do spend that time just talking, it doesn't have to be, you know, the traditional, what you think a prayer looks like and sounds like. I literally, in a car driving, and when I get up in the morning, I'm just in my bedroom by myself with my dogs. I love to just have a small conversation with the Lord. And those few minutes that I just talk to God in a regular way, like I'm talking to you or talking to, and I do have my moments where a cuss word may come out, and Lord forgive me, but God knows my heart. But anyways, those moments help relieve stress like you would never believe. And it also organizes the mind. Even with meditation, it helps organize the mind. It helps center you, it helps you focus, and that will help with stress. So those things are what I plan on doing. I can't wait to follow up with you guys. But let's get to number two. So number two, with the weight loss journey, what I'm going to do is research and choose a diet plan that's best for my body type. I've had major issues with diets. Like I have said before, I think I have, but anyways, I don't know if I mentioned it. One thing that I have a major issue with is carbs. I have learned that my body type, complex carbs, is a no-no for me. And so therefore keto, that diet was very successful to me or for me. And I did keto for the longest that I've ever done any other diet. And I think it's pretty much the only organized diet I've ever done that I can say I actually have done. I have calorie counted before. I have portion controlled before. They all have temporarily have worked. Calorie counting not so much, but portion control worked for a moment of time until I started double portioning again. So, but no, keto with the portion control really did help me with my weight loss. I did it for a total of 3 years. I'm not going to say consistently because I'm not even going to sit here and lie. Keto is hard. Keto is not one of them diets that everybody can say they were successful on and stayed on for a long time. But I did it for the most part of 3 years, and I saw a really good weight loss with my exercise. And the type of exercise I was doing was that high intensive interval training, the HIIT, along with that, and some weight training. And I saw the weight it wasn't falling off because that's not what I do. I have to give myself the patience. But the weight was coming off, and I could see it, and I could see the results. But the only thing with keto, and I have heard this on a podcast here recently, like I think yesterday, a lot of people can't stay on keto for a lifetime consistently. And the reason why is because your body starts getting used to that, and then you start gaining weight because the hormones in your body starts changing on you. And when I tried to go back to keto here recently, I noticed that it wasn't like the first go round. And really because I think too, even though I haven't been consistent on keto and gained a lot of weight back, I have really adopted a lot of the keto type eating in my regular life. Like I do stevia, I do still try to do, even though my protein is higher than on what a traditional keto, I still would do low carb, a lot of low carb. I substituted my flours from wheat flour to almond flour when I do a lot of my baking, and coconut flour too is another good one. Things of that nature. I cut out bread. For the most part, I would really try to shy away if I'm really being conscious about it. And I think what's happening with my weight is that my body has gotten too used to that type of eating, and I need to not really carb load is what they call it, but I need to do some adjustments. So there we are. So I am going to do more of consistent portion control eating is what I'm going to do. I'm going to do more of a balanced diet. We're going to incorporate more fruit, more, not necessarily starches. It's not going to be complex carbs. So we're going to incorporate some carbs, higher carbs than what I am used to when I am watching what I eat, and see how that works. Because like I said, at one time that did help me. It just didn't last long because I didn't want to do the portion control that long. So there we are. We'll see how that works. So the third thing is exercise. Go on, do this exercise, child. So now when I get into and I'm in a routine, baby, I can go, I can flow, watch me go. But as of lately, once I stop, that gym membership, they just taking their money. They getting free money from me. And as broke as I am. So I'm not really broke, y'all. I'm sorry. But the gym is just getting money from me on the free because I'm not going outside and doing my walking. But this time I have to, not just for the weight loss, but with the type of job that I have, doing a lot of a regular physical regimen is such as exercise, whether it's light or moderate, is really, really, really good for the body. It's so good. I notice with my lower back and my knees, it really does help me stay conditioned. So not just for the weight loss, I got to unbig this back and get strong for the job, to keep myself employed, keep myself, getting paid until these YouTube channels start paying me. Of exercise needs to really work for the body type. In other words, I have an issue with the midsection. My midsection is quite large compared to the rest of the body. Well, not really. I mean, I'm a thick girl, but my midsection is large. So therefore, there's visceral fat. There's adipose tissue or fat around my organs. That is not good. So to conclude this video and what I've been talking about, these three things: de-stressing, a really good and doable diet plan, and also a exercise plan that is good for my body type that I can also just maintain and be consistent with, are the three things I'm really going to focus on this go round. I am going to keep you guys updated, even if you don't care to. Don't care, you're gonna still listen. But no, seriously, I am going to keep you guys updated, let you guys know, the progress of everything, because I'm really serious about it on that. Not just because I want to unbig my back, so we say nowadays, but I also, and look good, because I'm still single. I still do want to date. I still want to get out there. But I want to feel good about myself. And more importantly, this age of mine, I have noticed if we do not take care of what God and what we have been blessed with this vessel, it will start breaking down and going against you. It's sad to see someone my age that's had a stroke from high blood pressure, uncontrolled high blood pressure, or, congestive heart failure, and they can't, they have to have critical drips to keep their heart perfusing or have the contractility to work, because their heart is stopping on them just because the fluid was too much, the sodium was too much at one time. I am still able to reverse a lot of things, and it starts off with my weight. It starts off with my food choices. It starts off with, with regular exercise. And that's what I am working on. This is what I'm focused on. I'm focused on not just how I look, but how I feel. Oh yeah, one more other thing. Do not forget to like and subscribe. Okay? All right.